I have been talking to a lot of friends and a lot of YouTubers and a lot of entrepreneurs, and about 2 weeks ago I had a moment where I was in the shower, which is where all your good thoughts happen, and I decided that it was time to scrap everything that the Admore team had been working on and do something new. This is kind of crazy. Sort of, not really. It happens a lot in the startup world. They call it a pivot. I don't really like that word, but everyone calls it a pivot. And I had a moment where I was just like, this is what we need to do. We need to like change our whole business model and switch to this new thing. And so some of you guys know that our previous business model had been building an online marketplace where we sold traditional advertising space. So we were like a media buying company for traditional advertising space. And we did traditional meaning radio, TV, print, billboard, like any sort of out-of-home advertising space. And we've been doing that for about a year, and it's been actually going pretty well. We had a lot of big companies come on board, a lot of big companies and a lot of big small companies come on board, list their inventory with us on Admore, and we sold a lot of it last year. And things were going pretty well, but we learned a couple key things about that industry. That A, it kind of moves slow. It's just hard to get things pushed through because there's so many levels of management that you have to get through to get anything approved. B, clients, though we love them, it's always tough to get them to pay at the end, right? Because you've run a big campaign for them and now they owe you sometimes hundreds of thousands of dollars, and getting their accounts payable to write out that check is sometimes hard. And as a startup, it's really hard to keep moving forward when you're constantly having to track people down to pay you. So learn those two things. Learned 3, it's really hard to build one centralized platform for a lot of different types of media, because print is radically different from TV, which is radically different from billboards, which is radically different from like escalator handrail advertising. And so building a platform that allows for the flexibility of all those different types of media is it's time consuming, it's tough, and then walking clients through how they can upload all their inventory is also tough. And sometimes we would have to go build like a custom importer for each client, which takes a lot of time and money out of our pockets. So learn those couple of things and have this revelation. We need to switch focus and do something completely different. We are switching and building an online platform where YouTubers can connect their YouTube accounts, brands can come on board, see what YouTubers have followings in kind of their demographics or things that might be tangential. So there are some people that do like beauty and hauls and all these sorts of things, and so maybe beauty brands want to get on those channels. Or, you know, you could even do something tangential in that, so like Paige does The Haunting of Sunshine Girl, and a lot of her, if you look, a lot of her subscribers will say like, hey, like what makeup are you using, or what are you wearing? And there's potential there for brands to get involved at maybe a little bit of a lower price point, to help the YouTuber make a little bit of extra money so that they can keep their passion going, but then at the same time have some sort of product placement or products in the YouTuber's videos so that the product can get recognized. And obviously like links down below in the description so that YouTubers can share like what clothes they're wearing or what makeup they're wearing or what things they're sharing in the video. And so I was talking to people like Paige and saying, you know, would this be something that's potentially interesting in the sense of what if we built Admore as an online marketplace that rather than doing traditional advertising connected YouTubers with brands to do product placement in YouTube videos. That way, if you don't have a multi-channel network, you're still able to monetize. Even if you do have a multi-channel network, maybe you're able to monetize a little bit more. And that way you can still keep doing your passion, which is creating YouTube videos, but get paid for it and get brand sponsorships for it. Because brands are ultimately looking, you know, to get their product out there. So that's where I think we're going to come in, and we're going to help YouTubers match up with brands that are interested in promoting on their YouTube channel. So that is what we are switching to. And as I've been kind of watching a lot of YouTubers over the course of the past couple of years, I thought it would be really exciting to kind of document my own journey on YouTube in building this new business. So a lot of you guys know this is business number 2 for me. My brother and I and our friend Shiv Prakash with the rest of the team built My Social Cloud, which we started in 2011, built it, sold it to Reputation.com in 2013, and I guess just a year ago or so, I left Reputation.com and I moved back to New York City to start going to school and to work on my next business, AdMore. And now with this pivot, I guess things are kind of changing, but I think it would be fun to kind of document my own startup experience through YouTube. And if no one watches it, that's fine. It'll be something that I can always look at. But hopefully, you know, I'll share some good things of what we're doing every week so that if other people want to start businesses, they can use some of the things that I'm learning and go start a business.